AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Dwayne Haskins and the Washington football team.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gautin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Pettis now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Dante Pettis on the return.
The former Ohio State Buckeye Dwayne Haskins ready to run the controls for the Washington offense.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
first down, Washington.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On second down, it's Taylor. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At
Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season, as this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play. And the Washington first down.
Now Taylor. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up.
Here's Haskins to throw.
At the 41.
Fighting him off. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Pass complete to Jonathan Taylor.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
31, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
Washington.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Jonathan Taylor.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Second and 11 at the 41. Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
At the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18.
Gain of 19 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him.
Haskins pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on the play.
And to throw on 3rd down. Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
I know you saw in your email that the ballots will be coming in after this week's games for league MVP. You've got a vote, I've got a vote. We're getting ready to see a closing argument in this one, though. Can he lock it down?
Week 17, the last act. We're not supposed to say who we're voting for, but I can say this. He's in the stadium right now. So there you go. There's my hint.
There's your hint right there. I'm going to wait until after this one is over. He's got to sway me with one more performance.
Elliott. Able to evade the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside the 5. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and...
Here's Prescott. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a cornerback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
On 2nd down, Elliott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
At the 27-yard line. A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and...
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
At the 36.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath the drag, completed it very well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Elliott. And this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And, Charles, you see the numbers for Amari Cooper last week. 5 catches, 72 yards.
And in doing preparation for the game, you notice where guys rank in the league in terms of statistical categories. He's 4th in the league in receiving yards. That caught my attention in a positive way.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Prescott from the gun. This one caught left side by Cooper. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 26.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Open man is the tight end Troutman. Give him 9 there in the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
That's good for a Cowboy.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Prescott. That's complete. Right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 8 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we score on defense or special teams, that gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
This on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Well, look at Washington as they come onto the field. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Washington. Jonathan Taylor, 76 yards. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What, 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now back out comes the offense. And you can see it's no race for the top spot. That's been decided. These guys will hope to get through Week 17 in one piece before they host a division round game in 2 weeks' time.
And I think that what they'll do is they'll be very selective about who plays in this game, all right? There's certain guys that maybe are starters, but maybe haven't played as much as other guys during the year. Maybe they still need their timing back. Other guys you're going to put in bubble wrap and put them on the sidelines and tell them we'll see you in 2 weeks.
2nd and 10.
Off play action, Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's got it wide open, complete. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
At the 47-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Cowboys 14, Washington 7.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. To the air again, Prescott. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 7.
And again, it's Prescott. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
Prescott's pass.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's Elliott. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was tackled.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Draw play, Elliott. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Over the middle, complete. It's Ramsey. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
17. Washington, 7.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points. Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They'll run with Taylor.
At the 30-yard line.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Ball carrier.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ramsey. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Prescott on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Prescott to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Prescott.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brought him down.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard
Well,
line.
a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Reuben Foster. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Elliott. Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. 10. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Badgley on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And pressure gets to him again. Deron Payne in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense back out there. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Over the middle, complete. That's Carter. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. We're in the 2nd quarter. They got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down, Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Prescott now to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
So far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott yet again. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
For the field goal, a 39-yard attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
20. Washington 14.
So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock.
On the return, Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our halftime report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly, and it's the Vikings who are out in front. The Vikings still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium, and you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. Chris Godwin, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. James Conner with a touchdown run. In the game you're watching, you've seen a strong first half out of Dak Prescott. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Throwing, Prescott, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Contact. Jeremy Chin on the coverage.
A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 27-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Prescott from the gun. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Adam Troutman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Dante Pettis on the return. Washington will take over first and 10.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here first and 10 at their own 24. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the number. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
It appears they'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down.
Third and inches.
They run once more with Taylor. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On first down, it's Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Carter. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Jonathan Taylor.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the Washington first down.
They run with Taylor. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Badgley's kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now.
26. Washington 17.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
And they'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Here's Prescott, able to hit his target lane. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
For a Cowboy.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Prescott, he'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Prescott. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Roughing the passer defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, Haywood. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Dak's going to keep it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now Prescott. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Pettis once again the target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Haskins pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Jonathan Taylor.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. They go to Elliott again. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Elliott, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Well, let's check on the call. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Looking to throw. Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
On the carry.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now
They'll keep it on the ground. Haywood still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And that's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
Throwing again. Haskins. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
And 10.
From the gun. Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
And out. 4th down.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And this is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Prescott on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Washington takes over 1st and 10.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
To Gerald Everett.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Haskins. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete. It's 3rd.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Haskins, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Washington 1st down.
Again, it's Haskins.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
No!
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Haskins going to throw again. They'll find Everett there, complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
For Jonathan Taylor, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
3rd down. Here's Haskins.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this. 4th down. Here's Haskins. And it is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So that's the second time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 44. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st and 10.
It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman.
Prescott's pass. Complete to Adam Troutman.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, partners, he was being tackled. You hit me on the shoulder to remind me, and I appreciated that he just passed 17,000 career rushing yards.
Yeah, and how much fun was it this week? Because we actually had an interview with some members of his family and kind of his inner circle, and they all said, whatever you do, don't bring up a big
mention the record.
Yeah, don't mention Emmitt Smith, because he's told us all he don't want to talk about it, don't want to hear about it. He just wants to keep doing his thing and see if it takes care of itself.
He's still about 1,300 away from Emmitt. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott.
Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Dante Pettis on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st down, it's Haskins.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Haskins back to the air. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, a final win here means they'll finish at 14-2. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll limp to the